Hello all and welcome to another DigiMonday. Today I have a very special request. I have been asked to test out Gallantmon, and by test I mean my buddy looked at me and was just like, prepare to get reamed. Running joke in the community, I think, is that those who play Gallantmon are some of the most oppressed individuals in the entire game, because this is a deck that a lot of folks I know have a very strong love towards. Gallantmon is one of their favorite Digimon, and it always seems like it's one of those decks that just never quite gets there. Like, it's always just kind of on the cusp of being a competitive deck. I attribute this deck a lot to kind of like what All Force is. Like, it's there for those who enjoy it, but it does have its problems. Now, that being said, I haven't played a lot of the new format, so I don't know how good this deck is in the newer stuff. I do know that we recently got a hold of this guy, who is the ace of the Gallantmon line, and I know people were real excited whenever it dropped. I know we also got a new Takado. Takado. This is a build that's pretty similar to a list I saw that did fairly well at a recent event. I didn't get your name, I'm sorry. But kind of mirrored it after their list with all the new stuff in it, so I figured we'd give it a run. And because I was asked to play Gallantmon, so we're gonna try it. I cannot promise that I'm going to do super well with it. This is not a deck I'm real intimate with, and you know, we're just gonna try. We're gonna have fun. Before we get started, go ahead and make sure to drop that like on the video if you'd like to see more content. This is what you get. So in the meantime, let's prove to the world how gallant we can be. All right, match number one. We are looking at a. I mean, it's got a good curve. See, into this, and this, and this, and then Takado. This one doesn't play a Takado, but I think we can try this. Like, objectively, it looks fine. Uh-oh. Security control, well, or not. I'm not sure if this is security control or not. I don't know what this is. It's like, I don't know. Again, I'm not familiar with a lot of the new meta. I haven't really been keeping up with a whole lot of the new stuff, so it's hard to tell what I'm going to run into. So the question here is, do we just... It might just be on the back here since we've got a nice curve. Maybe we don't want to, like, mess with stuff too much. I like a training here. X antibody or that one. So it also depends on what they're doing, because this probably isn't going to fire off super well, so we're going to take the X, I guess, or the big Gallantmon X, and it might just be this for now. I think this Takado is like the de facto Takado. Like, this is the one you want to make sure to have in play when you're against when you're just playing games. So this one's interesting because I have not seen this specific thing. I know it does the same thing that the Davis and Ken does, except it's Patamon and Armadillomon, so that's pretty cool. If you added cards, recovery. That's a neat on-play effect. What'd they get? Shockamon. Oh, so this is like a kind of a DNA kind of deck? It's kind of cool. Ah, yes. Pay me back in kind. I see how it is. Alright. I don't think we push up here. I don't want to expose our boy to anything silly. So, what are we doing? We haven't really done anything with these yet. Maybe that one, right? Maybe this one. Throw it on there. Put them back to 1. Have fun. Wow, that's actually kind of cool. Like, they could do that every turn and just, like, filter through their security. It's pretty dope. So our next, like, step here is, do we... How much does that cost? That costs 3 by itself to do it. So if we're put to 1, we can do it for 1. Digivolve onto this. Go into this Gallantmon. And then we could try raiding into something with the Blitz. I think. I don't think that's a bad place to be. So with them being a 1 too, that makes it hard for them to, I think, push up on there. So barrier. One of your opponent's Digimon can't attack players until the end of their turn. Okay, well, I mean, that doesn't stop us from crashing into one of these guys. So when digivolving? Yeah. Okay. So they have nothing to I mean, they're going for it. So yeah, 'cause here's the Angemon, and this lets them. I guess one of these probably DNAs at the end of the turn. Is what I'm guessing. No. Oh, they just do it for a reduced cost of 1. Okay, because yeah. All right. Well, I'm with you now. But now they can DNA for. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Very cool. Oof. Ouch. Well, that, I guess, kind of takes care of our problem. Ooh, TK. I believe he is restricted to 1 now. I'm recording this after the ban list, so I believe this TK is now banned, or restricted to 1, I think is what it is now. So now that we push up, because I feel like, I mean, we do expose our guy, but I think it's probably fine. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop this guy. Do that. Get this. Okay. If this didn't delete, this Digimon gains security attack +1 for the turn. So that's cool. Because now we can blitz, which is super dope. So let's do that. Go into this. Blitz. Yes, please. Hopefully we don't have something big. So this is cool because we can trash the top one, which is awesome. So we're gonna actually get hit. We're gonna get 3 hits here. That is very fortunate. Right on, right on. Attack 1 and attack 2. Very good, very good. All right, we have made a statement. Let's see if they pay us back in kind. So now they have to kind of start over, though. Excuse me. 3 memory, though, is, with the shenanigans that they're doing, that's probably quite a bit. So we're gonna, I mean, we could get punished here. But I also don't think it helps us to do nothing, so. And that was just a really clean, attack, so I don't think that's a bad thing. I need to look at this thing, I think. If your security card is empty and a return when your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the number of cards in your security stack. Whose level is less? Yeah, whose level is less. Okay. So they have 3, so that Shakamon, we're in a level 6. So, not the most ideal. Uh-oh. When a card is added to your security stack, return one of your opponent's Digimon that's high or lower level as the number of your securities in your hand. Interesting. So, I mean, we had a big hit there. So if I'm reading that right, like their security is very low. Well, not very low, but pretty low. Till the end of your opponent's turn. Okay. That's fine. Because same deal. I mean, we can still attack into this if it's a thing. I don't know if we delete one of your other Digimon. Security. Yeah, the problem is I think we can't attack the player though. So they're just setting up for a big turn next turn. So now, I think this is kind of interesting because I think Gallantmon can do some stuff here. See, when the effect deletes an opponent's when attacking, deleting one of your other ones, get security +1. Delete one of your opponent's 3000 DP or less. Okay. So that gets around that, but what does the X do here? The lowest DP, if no Digimon is deleted, unsuspend. The opponent's Digimon is deleted if. Okay. So that's not bad. That would be for 4. I don't think I like. Well, maybe I do. Do I like starting over here? No, I don't think we're there yet. So that has nothing. Let's do this, I think. First. Yep. That one's pretty sick. Okay, so I think the play is to X antibody here. Delete. Let's delete the blocker, I think. Gain a memory. Back to 2, very nice. Then they trash a card. Let's see what else we got going here. I don't know that we can. I don't know that we can delete that one. Let's see, when attacking. Because I think this one says I can't attack a player. Yeah, so I can't attack with this. And I don't. Oh, I should have attacked first because this one has raid. Because I could have switched the attack target. Yeah, that was a misplay on my part. I didn't think about that. Alright, what do you do? I mean, I guess there's this. Why not? Sure. Bink. Again, not optimal play here, but that's, you know, once again, I never promised that. Alright, our boy is giant. Alright, let them do their thing. Delete. Let's see. 5 cards total on every player's trash. So there would need to be 5, 10, 5, 20, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to make that worth it. We have 16 total, so that's not fantastic, but again, it's, you know, we're doing stuff. And they are cobbling together some things. This is an interesting take on the DNA deck, because it's like basically, like, I think Imperial Dramon is probably more efficient with doing what it does. But I mean, I like that there's other versions out there that can at least try to do stuff. I like multiple iterations of things. I think that's just really cool. Our opponent is in the tank. Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, that's probably fair. Right, so 1-0 at the moment. I'm gonna try to do 5 matches today. I have kind of a few things I have to take care of, so it's gonna be a busy weekend, so just try to fit in as much as we can. This is interesting because I don't think I like that curve. I think we can do better. It's not really better, but we'll take it, I guess. Now, how does this one work? Memory cost of 4. Ignore it. That's only if they have a level 6. Okay. Alright, well. Let's begin. That's not a bad draw. So the question is, do we start with a Tocado? I don't think we're quite there yet. Let's do this. See if we can hit a level 5. We did. So we'll take the War Gallantmon. And we also get a Tocado for our troubles. Very nice. Cool. Not bad. Especially considering our hand, I think, was debatable at best. We like it. We like it. I love this person's name. Hello. What are you? Oh, man. What are we doing? 2 more colors. Huh. I don't know what we're doing. We'll find out, though. What is that? Oh, no way. Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. We have a person of culture on the other side of the table. I love Chessmon. I've been working on a new brew for Chessmon, so I'm excited to run that back here in a couple weeks once I get it kind of where I want it. Oh, yes. Okay. It's unfortunate because now I'm rooting for my opponent because I just want to see. I'm so excited. What does this do? 2 more colors. It gets this. Oh man, they're just unloading. All right. Okay, so these guys have blocker, and they can play Chessmons from their hand. So now, interestingly with this, there's a couple different routes we can go, and it really depends on what our opponent wants to be doing. So, we're at 3. I don't think I mind leaving this in the back, and then just trying to Digivolve on the board, because we are deleting a bunch. So this could be decent for us. So we're gonna... What does this do? Okay. So I think first we are Digivolving here. Because we can crack one of our Chessmon, or one of their Chessmons. Let's see if they have another one to play in defense. Or offense, because their hand's a little bit low. So, oh man, they don't have any more. Oh, that's awful. Okay, so now, I mean, it's the same deal. We just eat them. Yeah, Gallantmon versus Chessmon is pretty rough, especially when your hand is. It just can't really react to the deletion effects. Getting started out with Chessmon is real tough because of situations like that where, like, if they just have ways to like kill your things, you don't have a lot of like regurgitation in your deck to be able to put stuff onto the board quick enough. So Gallantmon is an interesting matchup because of that. Like, you have to play around a lot of stuff, and Gallantmon, it's inherently just wants to stop what you're doing, which a lot of other decks kind of struggle with sometimes, and Gallantmon in this case does not. Okay. So I think we're still at the same place where that's probably fine to be left in the back. Like, I just don't really see a reason to push up for that. Okay. So now we have another, but this one can't block. Okay. This one can't block. But we can raid. No, we don't have, we need a Tocado out to be able to do that. I believe is how that works. But it's 6,000 or less, which might just strictly be better. Yeah. Now, important note is that these are all turns effects. I do know this. So that's going to be deleted. It kills their thing. Supposedly they can play another level 4. And... oh, but they can't. They don't have another level 4. Makes me wonder what they have in their hand. Like, is it just a bunch of big stuff? What is that? Let me find another Chessmon. Now that is... what is that? When an opponent's Digimon attacks, you may... that's pretty cool. I'll have to dig for that one. That looks pretty sick, actually. That's also interesting. There's a lot of cards here I've just never really considered or looked into. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry. And they took the Chessmon. So now they can play a Chessmon to draw 2 and gain a memory. So it would be for 1, which is pretty good. Their problem right now is that they're just facing down a Gallantmon, which is, again, just inherently built to kill these things without attacking, which is not something that's good for them. What can we swing for here? Not much. Again, same deal. I don't see a reason to push up. Now... what's our sequence? I mean, we have to attack first because... I mean, obviously. So this way... so we get a trash and an attack here. So we'll go ahead and trash. Not a bad one to trash. And then... alright, so that doesn't get hit for nothing. So... what's our move here? I mean, that end of turn effect doesn't really do anything, and gaining a memory at this point doesn't really do anything. I kind of just want to restrict as much as possible, because their stuff is still... like, they have to pay for their stuff, and I think choking them on memory is probably... it's not a bad route to go here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's strictly better there to play the Tocado, but grab that, and then we can start building on the back. But I think they're at the point now where choking them is probably the better move, because their stuff still costs stuff to get out. I'm wondering what kind of option cards they have, because... now, interesting, like, this is when they play it, not when it digivolves. So that'll put them to 0, but these don't trigger because they're not playing them. They are okay. This is another weird fact about this one, is that it kind of wants to be deleted when it runs into security. So when it doesn't, they can't play out a new one, and these things don't go up on memory. So again, you're kind of forced into these odd situations where you have to play big stuff if your things don't get deleted, and you can run out of steam a bit. So they got a full chunky hand, and they have a blocker, notably. So we can also just 6,000 or less. So we could kill these things. Same deal. No reason to push up. So what we could do is we can actually raid into this. But this is the one I think that lets them play it because it's our turn. So they could play another level 4 here in response to that. And we're not going to trash the top of the security, so like maybe that's strictly better. Okay, so we can attack into this, I think. So we'll do this. We're going to raid first to redirect to this one. And then we're going to delete this one. Because that one doesn't do anything. So now we can unsuspend our Gallantmon. We raid into this. This is the one they can play something with, though. So if they have another level 4, they can drop it in. Four or 3. It's 4 or less. Okay, so there's our other boy. So that puts them on the board. So now this. When this Digimon attacks, you may switch the target of attack to one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with highest DP. Now, interestingly, too, this is not a once per turn effect. So we can attack our opponent and delete this. I kind of like that. So let's blow this up. And this is what I'm talking about, where like the Gallantmon deck is just kind of inherently built in to kill stuff like this. Ooh, damn, wasn't expecting that. Oh well, guess we're both starting over. So let's see, we have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This Gallantmon says, if you have no Digimon, reduce the play cost by 12 for every total 5 cards in both players' trashes. So that reduces it by 6, which is still a lot, so I don't think we want to do that. So I think we're building on the back here, I think is what our game is. So 2 here, and then we got an offense training, which I already like having here. So I think playing the Takato here. Puts them to 2. But they have nothing on board at the moment, so they have to rebuild their stuff. And then we can take our next turn and dump it into our next Gallantmon. Which again plays into what they're doing anyway, which is just trying to put stuff on the board so that it'll be deleted. So this doesn't hurt us too bad. They also have a chunky hand, so we'll see how this goes. So one of their Chessmons they can play for 3. Well, they technically they're playing it for 1. But let's just see what they do. got a lot of stuff going on here. Oh man. Our mic is trying to figure out if it's like too much or not. I've been tweaking some settings, and I lost my muffle thingy here, so now I gotta get a new one of those, which is really obnoxious because I only need one, but like when you go online and order stuff like that, they want to give you like 20, which is an absurd amount of microphone covers. I just need one, but if you order one, it's like $10 or more, because it's like one of those nice quality ones, and it's just like, it's not really what I'm trying to do here. I just want one for like $2. I'll buy one for $2. Just bleh. Hello. You just slipped right in. I didn't even see you. Oh yeah, I forgot about that trash thing where if they have a lot. That's cool. Alright. So now, and they just played that? Sweet. I think we... 1 for 0? Yes. I think we have them, or at least we have this. Like, we can kill this. So do this. Digivolve on with this for 1. And then we trash, right? Trash, 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 trash. I mean... I'm connected, so I don't think issues on my end. Now that being said, I think that we have an excellent place to set up that game, because what happens here is we digivolve here for 1. We're still at 0. We can digivolve with the Gallantmon. The Gallantmon has Blitz. This lets us redirect it and raid into this thing. So that thing dies because we can't blow it up because of the effect. So their top security gets trashed. We raid into this thing. They have 1 security left. We have a big old Gallantmon on the back end ready to just swing again. So I'm calling that one a win. I think the writing's on the wall there. All right, match number 3. This hand requires some setup. It could go well, but that's also debatable. Because we could digivolve 0, 1. We also, I don't know if we want to push up first off at that one, because that's from the trash, right? Yeah. Like this is a decent late game Tocado, but I don't think I like this thing early. I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know, but that just feels like a late game Tocado to me. I just think we can do better. I think this is better. Well, I mean, basically the same hand, but I mean, it's just... Oh, this is the Demon Lord deck. Now this thing does what? Level 5 or lower is deleted. May suspend the draw 1. When you're level 3, you're moving the breeding here. Okay, so sure. Well, we're not pumping out on a level 3, so you can. That's all you, buddy. So the question actually here is, do we throw this out to try to find more resources? Because we're missing a level 4. Demon Lord. This is kind of like anti-Royal Knights, I think, is what this is. I've played against it a few times, but my brain never really comprehends what the deck's trying to do. But I feel like it's kind of a Royal Knights-ish deck. In which case, I think we're probably just good to try to win on the back. Because I don't think any of these guys are firing off real soon. And maybe Memory Tocado is our play here. Because that puts them back to 1. Lets us have 3. Yeah, I think that's our play here. Unfortunately, our draws haven't really come to a whole lot of fruition here. They just passed back to 3. Okay, fair. We're not pushing out because of that thing. So what's the plan here? It might just be this and then other Tocado, depending on what we find. Maybe because we have a Gallantmon. Do we care? I don't think we care about. Damn. Because that one's still in raising, so I don't think we care about having another Gallantmon right now. So it might just be this Tocado. And then you have Digimon with Gallantmon. And that's only during your turn, so I mean, I feel like when in doubt, probably this one. So we'll see what they're doing. And they played out, what is that? What is that? Luchamon. And this card will be played if you don't have a level 5, blah blah blah, reveal the top 3, Demon Lord, da da da. Placing one of your level 6 Digimon on top of your security stack. This Digimon and Digimon and Luchamon Chaos Monitor from your trash. Okay, well they don't have trash yet. Or at least not really. So we still don't have a level 4, which is obnoxious. So again, we don't really gain anything by pushing up here. Play this for 8. 15 down, 10 worth for stage 1. When attacking, or 10, 10. Well, there's not very many. Is it like just play this and then kill that thing? I mean, I don't like. What do they have under this? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna gamble and kill this thing. 'Cause, I mean, we just don't have anything else to do, and it doesn't have a deletion, so yeah, we'll gain a memory. Thanks. I mean, yet again, I mean, we have nothing to do, so I mean, throw it out there. If they kill it, they kill it. So what do they get? Money for nothing and chicks for free. Yeah, that's fine. We assumed that was probably going to happen. Yeah, I don't think this is a super good matchup for us. Like, even if we're starting it, like, there's not a whole lot. Like, this deck just kind of doesn't care about what we're doing for the most part. And we just can't get level 4 for the life of us. Holy crap. That is blocker. So what do we do here? 8. That's when Digivolving. They have 13 in trash. We have 1. None of these have on plays, I don't think. Nope. Except for this one. Still gains rush. 13, 14. Man, we don't even get that. Sure, I mean, all the time in the world, but nothing to do with it. Yeah, us missing our level 4 here is noticeably bad. Yeah, this is like kind of... I know all these things here are just like absurd. Like they just have like ridiculous on-play effects that allow this deck to really just like go ham. Excuse me. So, I mean, this deck, there's definitely a strategy with going with decks like this. I don't know how competitive it is, though. I want to say I've seen it top a few events. I don't know specifically as to how competitive it is. It seems really good. Okay. There's a level 4. Inbreeding. Just go into this for 2. 15, 16, 17, so same deal. Like, this doesn't have rush or anything, so, and even then that has blocker. I almost think it's worth it to just do this. Because, I mean, we gain nothing by just throwing our boys out there and letting them get destroyed. Every 5. So what do you have rush. Until the owner of Digimon, if no Digimon is dead, 13k or more. That's pretty cool. So now we just kind of see what they can put together here. Interesting. So they don't delete anything, but then they can return 2 things. Ooh, they got ruin mode too. Nice. Never gotten to play with ruin mode. Base 1 card, yada yada yada. In the breeding area, yada yada yada. So notably, that's an option. So, okay. Cool. So, what can we do? Does going into this doing anything? When attacking, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. Add 1 to the number of cards trashed by the spec for every 10 cards in your opponent's trash. So them pulling stuff out of the graveyard or the trash is not great because we've been, it kind of puts this off the table at the moment. That one doesn't do a lot for us at the moment. So the problem here is, like, we just don't really have a lot we're doing. We gotta do something. So do we just put these in raising? And then just hope that we can go into something like this? I mean, I don't think any of this is good. Maybe we want to do this because we can start adding to the trash, or at least adding to our trash. So maybe this is what we want to do. So we're going to choose this. We're going to reduce it by 2. We're going to this one because it lets us I think it lets us do a little bit more. Attacking. Yeah. Okay. So give it a try. If this dies, I mean, it is what it is. So let's draw 1. Trash security stack. Yeah, I mean. Return what? Well, you return 1 card from trash to hand. What did that affect? I don't remember that. Or is it like an on deletion? Turn 1 Gallantmon, Gallantmon. Actually, yes, because we're still missing our level 4. Can I take that one? I'm gonna try to take this one. Aha! Cool. Okay, so what's the plan now? 8, 14. 14 plus 8 is 22. So this would be for a cost of... I don't think we're there yet. Maybe it's just... Yeah, maybe it's just another Tocado. And then do these next turn, like bank, and yeah, because we've got a kind of a line here. I think we can just set up for another turn. Again, this depends on what their thing is. I wonder what the win of this deck is, because I don't think I've ever actually played. As weird as it sounds, I don't think I've played a game to completion. The more I'm thinking about it, because I don't have. I think what's happened in the past is basically I just never really get to see what happens because we either get disconnected or maybe I mean, I also have a bad memory, so there's that too. So they just have a Shine Greymon here. Okay, so what do you do? So it just chills there. Sure. Alright, so I mean, this is our plan, is we're just gonna try going into our stack build here. And we've got 2. I don't think they lose anything by us doing that either, so just put them back. And then we want... I don't think Crimson Blaze does anything, so I guess we'll take the Gallantmon. So now we are 18 to 8, so that's 26. I mean, they're almost out of cards too. So this thing can attack now? Is that what we're doing here? No, it has to be deleted. That's fine. I mean, so what does this do? Okay. Trash up to 3 cards from your hand for each one. Suspend one of your opponent's level 5 or lower digits and then delete all their lowest ones while this Digimon would leave the battle area. Yada 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 yada. Okay. I mean, yet again, I don't know. Like, does this stuff have rush? Like, what? Ooh, you look cool. And they just Digivolve on this again. I mean, again, I don't really know what the game plan here for them is. Okay, so let's see here. We could also just Digivolve onto this and blow it up. But do we want to do that? So 20 to 18. 20 to 18 says we can Digivolve, trash. I mean, I kind of just like trashing, in all honesty. And we can get away. Yeah, I think we have a plan here. Well, guess not. I keep forgetting these are static effects. Okay, I mean, fair. Well, now we have 44. Which lets us play this for 1. Yeah, man, let's do it. Like, yeah, we get, like, neg stuff, but, I mean, your thing's dead. Awesome. Yes, please. Sure. Do we have our other Gallantmon in there too? We don't. That's kind of cool. So somewhere in our deck is our other Gallantmon. Very cool. Is that thing still in effect? I never know how these static effects work. So we can kind of assume that's still on the table, I guess. So, what do we do here? For five, what do we do for 5? We can't trash, can we? I kind of want to test and see if this is still in effect, because I don't know how static effects work in Digimon work. I really just need to like learn that. So I could either play something huge. So it gets minus 10,000. I mean, again, do we care? I think maybe we want to play this, because maybe, yeah, it dies, but we get a search, maybe. Oh, even the search stuff doesn't happen? Damn. Okay, well, fair enough. Yeah, now we know. Now we know. Brother. Wake up, game. I'm still playing. This game just crashed? What the hell? The game's just like, Hef, you need to stop, because you're ruining everything. I think my game stopped. Is that literally what happened? That's obnoxious. Oh, wait. Nope. Syncing. There we go. Now we got... Oh, well. Now we're back. I mean, what is it? Just play this? I mean, we can... Sure. Do this. Get... What? Takato, I guess? Then just play Takato? That thing just dies when it comes in, so I mean, yeah. We can get out of level 4. Unfortunately, that doesn't do a whole lot. Alright, well, let's just see what we're doing. Alright, what's this thing? This one attacking. Does it have like rush or something? Oh, it does. Just swing in there, oh buddy. Leave one of your opponent's tamers. Woo! Sure. I have no idea what's happening. So what does this do? We're returning to the bottom of the deck, delete 7 of your opponent's tamers, and trash the top 7. Okay, so this just makes it so that it's a one-turn hit. Okay, so this is what this deck does. That's interesting. But they didn't have enough to kill me. Well, they will next turn, I assume. Okay. Sure. Delete up to 15 of your opponent's Digimon. So now what do you do? When attacking, you may place up to 7 yada yada yadas. Or turning 7 yada yadas, which they don't have. Yeah, no, they don't have that. So... But they can't... Can they delete anything? I mean, if they attack 2 of these, I mean, I'm already kind of fucked. So maybe it's just this? Because I have to kill this thing, otherwise we just die next turn. Right? I believe. I mean, sure. Then blow that thing up. Yep. I mean, it's not nothing. Alright, buddy, swing in. See what you got. So now what's interesting is, like, will they just, like, they can just play a big thing and blow my guy up? This is an interesting deck. I'll give it that. Excuse me. Yeah. This probably could have been played better by me, in all honesty, if I knew really what we were doing. But also at the same time, it took us a long time to get started, and those static effects are still something I'm trying to, like, wrap my head around. And they just attack, I guess. Right? What? Oh, these are all under it, I think. What is that? Let me read this thing. You place up to 7 with different names, all from your trash. Okay. So it can just do that over and over again. Okay. Nice. We'll learn one day, won't we? Right, match number 4. Ew. I think we can do better. That is better, I think. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I like it. Alrighty. Ideally, we would get us a tamer out of this. But not everything is fortunate. Putting them to 2 is not bad. Not the tamer I hoped for. Also, what's interesting is this our pick rather than this? If I'm wrong, tell me. But I don't think having a tamer is bad. I'm getting Magnamon. Oh, nope, we're getting Imperial. Alright. Okay, well. The Imperial does draw a lot of cards. Do we want to go the trash route? Think, and then what's this? Trash top 2 cards, trash top 2 cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. I mean, that could be interesting as far as the first turn, like go up into this thing so that we can play a Takano out and then just start over again. I don't know if this is right, but we're gonna try it. We're just gonna try to trash all the stuff. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon. You have no Digimon. Delete those favorite slash cards. I like this one. 2 for free. We both trash. Select one card to put in your hand. Probably that one, right? Because I don't think I have another level 4. So yeah, that one. And then I think we just do this so that we can play out a Takano. Do we have a Tocado in the trash? We do have a Tocado in the trash. But I think we want to leave that one in the trash for purposes. So we're just going to go ahead and do... Or is it we can play Gallantmon? Okay. Well, picked it anyway. Oh well. Alright. Noticeably too, they're starting in hard mode because they don't have. Yeah, they have to start it over again, which is kind of tough for them. Stingmon, I guess. Yeah. What do we get? That's not bad. Okay, pink. Let's we get another memory for that. Very cool. Let's start this back one here, and then Digivolving, yada yada yada. I did get a Gallantmon, which is pretty nice. I don't think this is bad, actually. Well, what's on... This one isn't... Actually, that's not the one that Digivolves at the end of the turn, which I kind of like. Yeah, let's do this. I like this. Blow that guy up. I like it. I like it. What does this do? And cost. Then play this card in the battle area when the opponent's level power Digimon is played. Huh. It's kind of neat. Yeah, that happens too. I think they just didn't. They had a rough start. So, I mean, that one does feel like a win to me because we get to, because this thing just does this every turn, right? Yeah, when attacking, delete. Yeah, that's pretty punishing. So, not bad. I like it. All right, last match. I think we can do better. I mean, that's not really better. I mean, something. Maybe this ends up being something good. I don't know. Alright, so... Probably this one, I guess. Well, okay. I guess we're just being aggressive. See what we get. We get another Demon Lord. Nope. So it's either Magna or Imperial again. This one appears to be Imperial. No Tamer. Do we get a Tamer? I'm not counting that one. But I mean, I get it. I get it. It's real tough. That matchups are real tough if you don't have a Tamer. I don't really like this either. Try to do better. That's not better. Jeez. Yeah. You just raw dog this thing, like for 5, see what they do. No, let's be smart. I mean, I don't like either of those. I don't know, I guess this one at the very least, it does something. If we can, yeah, just think. Maybe we get lucky and they just can't deal with it. That would be funny. But let's see what they're doing. What that? Ooh, what that? This Digimon. Oh, no way. What up? We're doing... Oh. What a way to end the day. We're doing Virus Imperial. Alright, alright. Well. I mean, none of this is great. I mean, we can play this, I guess, for one. I mean, you know, their setup still requires a bit. So I mean, we can't just, you know, it's still on them to try to get stuff moving too. So I imagine they playing their Wormmon. Okay, no. Trash and throw stiff. What do they get? Dino Bee is real good. I never thought about this Davis and Ken being in this deck. I bet that is actually pretty decent. What's that do? Level 3. Well, we don't have a level 3. VP less than or equal to that Digimon shows in. What? That's different. What a cool effect. Huh, that's cool. Alright, well, we're, stuff's happening. And then we get this, okay. So we are in the danger zone because they can fly off the handle pretty good next turn. However, I don't think we are in bad shape by playing it safe and putting stuff on the back. So now the question here is, do we want to wait on this, or do we want to do it now? I don't think we get the full value out of this either if we wait a turn. So it might just be, I think it's just this. Because we're going to go to 3 regardless next turn anyway. This makes it so, and we got a that good Gallantmon there. It's pretty good. So now, if they don't like somehow OTK us, then we're decently set up to go from this into this, or this, next turn. Digimon with highest DP. Might be that one. Or we 10 cards, opponents has trashed. It might be this one. This might be the good one, because we can do this onto this and then go into this, which is pretty good. Worst case, we can just like raw dog this thing out and then just blow something up. So I mean, we have a plan. Don't know it'll work, but we have a plan. And our opponent is trying to go for their outs. I like this. I never considered this for virus. I have a virus deck, but I haven't worked on it in months. One of my buddies at the shop he's real big on this deck, and I don't know how much tweaking he's done to his, but this is one of those, like, what do you call them? I guess pet decks to him, is he really wants to try to get this deck to like a point where it can work. Because the biggest problem I think with this deck specifically that it's had is it acts like it wants to do OTKs, but it doesn't quite get there. So now this is interesting because I think we're going to get away with a lot. So we're going to Digivolve here. We are going to attack. We are going to... Do we want to raid? I think we want to raid. Yes. The order of this is going to be a little odd, but I think this is more effective. Then we want to draw. Then we trash. Then we kill that thing. I don't think that's fine. Yeah, I don't think we want to like check in quite yet with this one. Because we want to try to keep it alive. So, and then now we can see, do we go into Crimson? Delete all your opponents with highest DP. What do they have in raising? They have 1 in raising. Sure. So that makes it so that they push this thing out. This allows them to check for things. This deck has a lot more residual energy than I would have thought it was. That's pretty cool. So now what are we doing? For 3. What does this one do? Delete up to 15,000 total worth of your opponent's Digimon. So that starts them from the beginning. It might be this. I think I like that. So it says worth, right? So that means I can pick both targets. Yeah. Ooh, we like that. We like that a lot. So now there are 2. They throw out one of their boys, I assume. So they can make this real rough on us. The question is, can they get into fighter mode? Because they can delete, so they can digivolve for 1 here? Or no? So that doesn't do anything anymore. So there for 2. And they have to evolve here for 2? Sure. But that still, I think, puts them... I think even if they digivolve, they still have to... They still get put back to 1 before they can... Because they don't have the end of turn ones, I don't think. So, like, once that turn passes, I don't believe they can't DNA. This does change the math a bit, because now they can just go straight into... They have a Chandramon. So... Okay. Now do they have a Dino Bee? They have a Dino Bee. So maybe we've messed up here, but I don't think that was a bad plan of what we did there. And then now they go into... Oof. Yeah, then they can blitz into that. They get memory back. Yeah. Punished. But I mean, I think no matter which Gallantmon we went into there, I think we were gonna get smacked around either way. I do kind of hope that this is like this deck ends up being something, because I mean that's pretty cool. All right, so what do we want back? Probably just the regular Gallant. Or that one. Okay. I mean, we got... Let's suspend one of your purple Digimon. Okay. Wow. Wait, what? Oh, cool. So this makes it so that they can... That makes it so they can kind of go again. That's pretty cool. Wow. I'm just kind of watching this one, just be like, oh my goodness, oh. Look at the things they're doing. Wow, look at this. This is nuts. This is really good. I like watching this thing go. Like, and they're just, I mean, they're just gaining all the memory back. It's actually kind of absurd. Because the biggest thing was, like, this thing just had a hard time retaining the turn after it did its thing. And this seems to be really having a ball with retaining the turn and still doing stuff. It's really, really cool. This thing is crazy good. I understand now, like, I see now why this is kind of, like, as expensive as it is. Because now they're just going to do it again. Is that what I'm seeing here? Yeah. Yeah, they just go into it again regardless of the memory, and they can, I assume, because then he can play as Gallantmon. Then they come in and they can DNA. Wow, this is an experience. If you're not watching this and enjoying it, I mean, you know, I don't know how you're not. This is fantastic. Like, this is actually an OTK. I think. Like, and I think we started it. Well, we started at 4, but I mean, I think this is still an OTK. Like, this is really good. Basically, almost. It's not quite one turn kill, but I mean, it's still good. So I think we're just they got us. Like, I don't think we would need Crimson Blaze, which I think they've gotten rid of one. So we would need Crimson Blaze plus a way to get rid of this thing, and I don't think we can do that. Is it this one or this one? Sure. I mean, I don't think it matters a whole lot. Yeah, we really needed Crimson Blaze right there, and we did not get it. Replacing. Well, I didn't think about this either. But placing this tamer and one Gallantmon and one more Gallantmon from your trash somewhere. Yeah, I think that was. I should have done that too. I should have played out the Gallantmon and then used this ability. Because I think I had enough stuff in there to do that. Yeah, 100% had enough stuff to do that. Because we could have gone into Gallantmon from here for 4. And we would have gotten, well, we wouldn't have gotten to do much, but... I mean, tough lessons, but at the same time, I mean, again, this is, you know, this is the game, right? This is why we do it. So, we'll just, I think, just play a Tocado, let them do their thing, let them at least finish out their game. This is cool though. Like, I have this. This looks like it might actually have something going on as far as a deck here. And this specifically is really what surprises me. Like, I never even considered these to be in this. But it makes sense. I mean, it does, what, all but the same thing in this deck. It's just a little bit more trash-like. It's really cool. Alright. Oh man, and they have that fighter mode too. I mean, our opponent with just the best spice. Wow. I mean, that's still really cool to see. Awesome. Well, we went 3 and 2. You know, I'm not the most adept pilot of this deck, and there was quite a few places I saw where I could have played better. But at the same time, I mean, I do think this deck does have a little bit of a struggle in the meta right now. There's just some stuff it just doesn't really kind of like operate super well against. But I think you could say that really about any sort of stack-like deck. Like the All Force has a similar issue, Rosemon has a similar issue. There's just kind of it's tough to be a stack deck in this format, I think, and it's just how it is. Like, decks like this are always going to struggle against like all the weird other stuff that we have to deal with. But that being said, I mean, you know, if you're a Gallantmon fan, I mean, nothing but respect. Like, this is a hard deck to play, and in addition, y'all got it rough. You all have it rough. I hope you enjoyed this video this week. Make sure to tune in next week for more. You know, we're still digiing along. I'm still liking it. We're still enjoying it. So in the meantime, make sure to stay safe, and as always, stay scary.